Hi. Just wanted to give an update of where I'm at with the build, what we've done. Like the previous video, we were playing Poison Pathfinder, and we are using Poison Burst Arrow and Toxic Growth as our main damage dealers. We also use Plague Bearer to help spread poisons when we get the big packs of mobs for the abysses, and we're using Vine Arrow to help with single target, along with Gas Arrow to kind of break armor. And Wind Dancer to help us stay alive, and we're stacking a bunch of poisons. Right now, we're up to 6 stacks of poisons. I think that's good. Reason being is because Alucari's Lust, supported skills deals 6% more damage with hits for each poison on the enemy, up to 30%. 5 would be 30. We're right now at 6. We could obviously scale more poisons. But to get the max benefit out of this, we're kind of overkill with 6. There's a couple things that I want to try to get. There's an Anoint that I want to get, but it's a little pricey right now. But with this, we're getting 30% more damage because we constantly have 6 poisons on our enemies because we're constantly doing Poison Burst Arrow. There was a comment on YouTube saying to take out Pierce and put Ricochet 3 in. Because Pierce 3 was giving us piercing through all targets, but it came with a downside for each target that it pierced. It would take 30% less. You do 30% less damage. Now with Ricochet 3, it also pierces all targets, but the projectile ricochets, and you see it through the maps that I'll showcase again at the end. I have both a tier 1 boss. I know it's tier 1. Hear me out. I'm still mapping, still progressing this character. I have the tier 1 of Orroth and tier 1 of King of the Mist to showcase, plus a map for you. And you'll see through the map, you'll see the Poison Burst Arrow constantly ricocheting between all of the enemies, and it'll bounce off the terrain, and it just goes absolutely wild. Shout out to the gentleman who recommended this. We also made a change to Vine Arrow. We had the +1 poison on here. I thought we could poison through the Vine Arrow itself by poisoning it. We do not poison, so the +1 poison and the poison damage don't do anything. So what I did is we got Prolonged Duration, Magnified Effect, and Slow Potency to slow the enemy down even more. We're attempting to mess around with Toxic Domain with Long Fuse and Corrosion to give us more pustules to shoot out. I don't know if I like it because it adds a ton more mana to your attacks. But gear, we'll go over gear real quick. I've put a lot of my currency into this. We've done quite a few upgrades from the Mobilytics. I'm trying to pull the Mobilytics so we can go and talk about what all we have done. Forgive me for my stopping. First off, we upgraded the helmet. We're going full evasion. With our gear. We went from an evasion hybrid evasion energy shield base to just a flat evasion base. Big evasion with 681. We got another big evasion chest plate with 1500 evasion. We made sure we got a res, got a bunch of life. Same with here, got a bunch of life, some dexterity to scale our attack speed, and fire and chaos res, rings, flat damage, life, resistance, plus for mana sustain throughout mapping, we also got a 10 mana on kill. This could probably be upgraded to get more mana on kill, but this is a pretty good ring. The other ring is a chaos ring with physical damage, increased chaos damage, life, and resistances. Our amulet is evasion, and then gives us energy shield. We get strength, a little bit of cold res, and +1 to projectile skills. We want to upgrade this one. I would like to get a +2. We're not really doing anything with the 14 spirit, so we can get a different base. This was just through, like I showed you guys in the previous video, using the PoE itself and doing that trade. I'll show you again in this video in case anybody missed it. I think that's a valuable tool, and especially with using the instant buyout. Boots, we'll save the gloves for last. Boots, again, I bought these off trade. I think these were 2 div. Movement speed, evasion, life, dex, resistance. Belt, this was 3. I just bought this. This was the finish out capping and give me a little bit more mana. Big life. Armor doesn't really do anything for us because we have absolutely no armor, but it gives us cold resistance and a bunch of chaos res to cap us out with our gloves. Bow, we upgraded. You do not need to get a Gemini bow because as you see, even though it has +1 arrow, we're only shooting one poison burst arrow. So, as I said before, I think the Fanatic bow is going to be the best bow base for us because that gives us flat chaos damage in the implicit, and that'll help us scale a lot more. For here, we want to get flat physical damage plus the skills. Preferably, I'd like to get attack speed, but this was the second bow that we got after the campaign. I think I paid 2 divs for this, and it's brought us from T5 maps all the way we're doing T15. You'll see in the showcase at the end. I'm sorry, I do the showcases at the end because me talking and playing, I can't do it. I'm very bad at talking and explaining and paying attention to the map, and I want to give you the best showcase possible. Now, what's making this build go even more to get us to that 6 poisons on enemy is Snakebites. So targets can be affected by 1 additional poison at the same time. We get another chance to poison. Doesn't matter for us because we always poison on hit with Poison Burst Arrow. Give us a little bit of life gen, Chaos Res, Evasion, and then we also socketed in here increased magnitude of damaging ailments we inflict. So we're getting another 30% magnitude of poisons we inflict. But like I was saying, we're using these gloves for the +1 poison. That gives us the 6. That gives us a 30%. We're actually at 35% more damage with the Lineage Gem for Alikari's Lust. And yeah, I think eventually I would like to anoint this to give us 8. And then we have a chance to go and put more chance to inflict poisons. There's a extra skill gem dealing more poison damage, giving us extra stack of poison to get us up to 10. But I think 8 would be good as you deal a lot of poison damage. Right now we're filling out the wheel to come get this evasion here, and I think we'll get, honestly I'm thinking about grabbing this node here, grabbing another 20% increased bonuses gained from our quiver to give us some more damage. But yeah, so far that's what I'm doing with the build. That's an update of the build. You are a little squishy from here and there. We're also going to grab this jewel socket here. It does get a little squishy. We're playing Deadeye. We only have evasion. We're not scaling energy shield, and we're just scaling strictly evasion. All in all, I'm having fun with this build. I think it's cool that I was able to do a poison build and get me into T15 maps, kill some of the bosses. If you have any thoughts, inputs that you would like to share, share what you're doing if you're playing a poison build. Feel free to share. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. But that's all I have for you. Enjoy the showcase that I have for the bosses and the map. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.